Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dalyxman's Q&A Corner. Every Wednesday, I will be answering your questions in under 15 minutes. If you have questions for me that you want to be answered, please leave it on my Ask FM page down here on the screen or down below in the description box. With that said, let's get right into it. First question. Dalyxman, how do you feel about John Cena being inserted into the Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins feud this past Monday? How do you think I feel about it? WWE always seems to do this thing where they have a lightning in a bottle. Whether it's a superstar gets over, whether it's a feud that gets over, or whether it's a storyline that gets over, they always want to take John Cena and stick him right in the center of it. And usually 90% of the time, that storyline then becomes about him, and he becomes a vacuum that sucks the interest out of it. And I am so tired of that. I hate it when WWE does that. They can't let Cena just have his own damn programs. No. When we get a program that's actually good, they put him with that program to keep him relevant and to keep him important. Because I guess they realize that without that, he won't be important. They don't want to trust John Cena to create his own interests. No, we put him with the most interesting things in their company. And you can just look at what they've been doing with them over the last, 6-7 years? In 2008, Chris Jericho became the World Heavyweight Champion. Guess what happened? Cena beat him for it. He was in a great program with HBK. After that, Cena lost the championship. Why? Because he was the hottest heel in the company, and to make John Cena relevant again, we fed him a Cena. 2009, I believe that was the year. No, that wasn't the Nexus. Nexus was 2010. I'll get to that one in a second. What happened in 2009, though? 2009 was the... Was that the Raw guest host? Oh. CM Punk was popular that year. And he did end up fighting CM Punk, but I'm not going to count that one. I'll let 2009 slide because I can't seem to come up with any. If you find anything from 2009 that was hot, but then involved Cena, and he sucked the life out of it, let me know down in the comment section. But in 2010, Nexus, for sure. Batista, in a sense, because Batista's heel run was awesome. Awesome. And then he fought Cena and he ended up quitting. But Nexus was a big one. That whole Nexus angle was so awesome. That was a huge lightning in a bottle. But no, we can't have them beat John Cena's team, and then when he actually does lose to the Nexus and become a Nexus member by reluctance, and then we have that Survivor Series 2010 match where he actually had to follow the rules. He had to follow the rules, or he would have to lose his job. He didn't do what he was supposed to do, lost his job, came back a month later, nothing happened to him. Sucked the life right out of the Nexus. Stupid stuff. 2011 was when he fought The Miz, right? Yeah, The Miz got over. Had a feud with him. Sucked the life right out of him. CM Punk got over in 2011. Didn't quite suck the life out of him, but hey, stuck him right in the center of it. See what I mean? Del Rio, same thing. Stuck him right in the center of his rise to the top. Killed his push. And then 2012 was that John Laurinaitis, I believe? Yes, that was John Laurinaitis. Before then, it was The Rock. He didn't quite kill The Rock's program, actually. But yeah, John Laurinaitis. Stuck him in the center of that. Killed him off. And then you had CM Punk again. You know, and I think 2013, that one, before he fought The Rock, he was in a feud with Ryback. Ryback was 2013. Stuck him right in the center of Ryback's push. Took him out. And then Daniel Bryan's push didn't quite hurt him. But Damian Sandow. Then you got Bray Wyatt currently. Every single thing that's great, you stick John Cena in the middle of it, sucks the life right out of it. And now we're doing it with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. And quite frankly, it makes me less interested in the program. I didn't sign up for John Cena versus Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. I just signed up for Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. And if you're going to stick John Cena into that feud, quite frankly, I don't want to see that. And that's my thoughts on that. Kind of long of an answer for your question, but sorry, I'm getting to the rest of them now. What would make you watch TNA again? Oh, man. They would have to do a complete revamp of their company. And I'm talking like, you know what? Scratch the roster and just come in with a fresh feel, with a fresh presentation, with a fresh commentary team, maybe even a new owner. They would have to start all the way from scratch and go in a different direction. Number one thing that makes me not want to watch TNA is the fact that they're WWE light. They would have to get so far away from the WWE to where the WWE doesn't exist anymore. That would be something that would make me watch TNA again. A complete void of the WWE product. Now, you can have former WWE talent on there, but they can't be the main focus. They can't. Derek Bateman, who is Ethan Carter III, is an exception because he was never really a big guy in WWE. There are exceptions to the rule, but if it's all WWE guys coming in and just, you know, taking over because they're former WWE guys, that needs to stop. That, to me, is why I stopped watching TNA. One of the reasons I stopped watching TNA, along with the terrible booking and just lazy writing. That would have to change as well. Like I said, a complete revamp of the company. That would at least regain an interest in me starting to watch it again. But besides that, no. No other interest is going to get me to watch TNA. And trust me, you're happy I'm not watching TNA. Trust me on that. Have you seen the new Gotham show yet? No. I plan on watching the first episode either tomorrow or later on this week. Schedule has been busy, so I haven't gotten to it. But people are telling me that it's a good episode. So we will see. And if it's really good, I might do a review on it. Who should take the title off of Roman Reigns when he wins it at WrestleMania? Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins. That's a great time to actually have Seth Rollins win that championship. You have Roman Reigns go up against Brock Lesnar. You have him go on this long build-up to, you know, finally be the guy to take down the Beast. After the Beast has taken down everybody on the roster or has left the path of destruction on the roster, Roman Reigns comes back and he finally manages to take down the guy that ended the Undertaker's streak, that dominated John Cena at SummerSlam, and just completely left the roster in a wake of destruction. He comes in, beats him, and just when it's time to celebrate, here comes Seth Rollins to take the championship away from him. Great time to do it. Mr. Money in the Bank has never really cashed in at WrestleMania before, right? Then I think Seth Rollins needs to be the first one to do that. Absolutely. So there you go. What happened to Alex Riley? Alex Riley is a commentator on NXT. Color commentator, by the way. And I think he's also on the pre-show. So he's still around. Quite frankly, I think he does a better job as a commentator than he was as a wrestler. And I'll say it right now, I will happily love to see him on Raw replacing Cole, Jerry the King Lawler, or JBL. Because Alex Riley does it right. Take Tom Phillips, take Renee Young, take Byron Saxton, take Alex Riley, take Jason Albert. Someone, 3 people of those people that I named, and put them on Raw. Commentary would instantly improve, and the quality of the show would instantly improve. Oh, Bray Wyatt questions. Here we go. This first one's funny. What if Bray Wyatt was revealed to be the bunny? Guys, I'm not even gonna think about that possibility. Quite frankly, this whole bunny stuff, So stupid. It's so stupid. And I know it's meant to be childish and funny. It's not something that's meant to please me. But even as a kid, it has to be stupid. And it's not going to lead to anything. It's just random wrestlers acting as the bunny for the bunny's sake. It's not meant to get someone over. It's meant to... Oh my god, I don't know. Why the bunny's getting a lot of TV time, I have no idea. The bunny was popular on the JBL and Cole show. Now it's all of a sudden popular on the main roster. It's dumb. I don't know what to say about that. But the next one is very serious. How do you feel about Bray Wyatt not being booked often on Raw anymore? Although it's been a couple of weeks, because he wasn't booked on Night of Champions, and he wasn't booked this past Raw. Was he booked last week? Was he booked last week? Yeah, he fought the Big Show last week. Never mind, so it hasn't been a couple of weeks. It's only been a couple of days, but I think it's stupid. I think Bray Wyatt, if anybody on the roster is going to be booked, should be one of those mainstays. You know how over he is with the audience. You know how over he is with your fan base. Whether it's a kid, whether it's a teenager, whether it's, how do I put this? Whether it's anybody that watches your company. He has a connection with your viewers. So why would you not book him? I don't get that. Someone explain that to me. Why, is he too popular? Oh, is it one of those cases where you're too over? We don't want you to be as over as you are, so we're not going to book you strong. I don't get that. How, in any business sense, does that make sense? You have someone who fans want to see and who can make you money. So use him. Use him. Why are you not giving him the best freaking programs out there? Give him something. Whether it's something like, I don't care, Dolph Ziggler versus Bray Wyatt for the IC Championship, which is an awesome feud the more I think about it. Some of you might say it's a step back, but it's something. Give him something to work with. It makes no sense for Bray Wyatt, a WWE creation, Bray Wyatt that the fans actually like, to not have anything to do. None. Ridiculous. Thoughts on Vito wearing a dress? All those years ago on SmackDown. I never got it. I never understood why fans like that. I thought it was actually kind of stupid. A man in a dress. I never got it. I never did. And not much to say about it. Seriously. What if Stone Cold Steve Austin never broke his neck? Would he still be wrestling today? Ooh, that's a good question. You know what? As much as I would like to say yes, most likely not, because, I don't know, it does feel like he would have had a longer run, but I still think he would eventually retire. Maybe come back part-time, who knows? I don't know, that's a good question. I'm gonna say no. I think after some time, Austin would get tired of being in the wrestling business, get burnt out, and then do what Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, did, and just explore other options. In my personal opinion. Although I would love to say he would come back here and there and still have a match. That would be awesome. But we will have to see what happens. Last question. Since you didn't talk about the match, you impressed at all by the power and athletic moves from Nikki at Night of Champions that she took? What is there to say? She did decently. She put on a C performance. So what, you want me to start giving her credit for actually being an average wrestler now? No, I'm not going to start doing that. If you have a problem with that, that's too damn bad. Nikki did look okay against Paige and AJ, but Naomi, Paige, AJ, Natalya, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and everybody else, more people on the roster, do it better than her on more occasions and do more than her regularly. So no, sorry.